it's not just like gimmicky, it's really, really well Star Wars themed, but also the pictures of the recipes that you're going to be creating are so well done and so enticing, and the recipes actually sound like ones that I could possibly make rather than when we flipped through the Beetlejuice one. So I'm really excited to show you guys. So, Star Wars Galactic Baking, it's this lovely sky blue colour with some pictures on the front of some of the recipes that are contained within the book. So let's start. We have an audience today. We have a porg, a loth cat and a droid. So on this front page, as you can see, you have stormtroopers, Darth Vader, the Death Star and the Millennium Falcon. I'm always worried that when I'm telling you guys about Star Wars stuff that I'm going to get something wrong and it's going to be something really simple and stupid, like calling something the wrong name, and I'm really paranoid about it because I actually love Star Wars, but I don't know the names of everything. So there we go. This reminds me of the VR, in Star Wars in Disney, the bit that makes your stomach go over if you're sat in the front row. So we have the contents page telling you all of the different recipes and what page they are on, and I love that they have little like, I want to say emojis, but they're not emojis. They're basically like the resistance, and that looks like the Millennium Falcon, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they have them on certain ones, but okay. So I'm going to just briefly read the introduction and then we'll start flipping through the pages. No matter how you travel through the galaxy, in an X-Wing, a Star Destroyer or a speeder, the best way to experience a new place is through food. I agree. The recipes in this book provide fun and family-friendly baked goods inspired by the worlds of Star Wars. You will travel to the desert planets of Tatooine, Jakku and Pasaana, the snow-covered worlds of Hoth and Starkiller Base, the lush expanses of Endor, Naboo, Acto and Ajan-Kloss. I might be pronouncing that wrong. Space stations and metropolises like Cloud City, and even the inhospitable regions of Dagobah and Mustafar. Bake a batch of Panther Blue butter sandwich cookies. That's a tongue twister. bleached dunes of Basana. These streets make life on the sandiest planets in the galaxy a little bit sweeter. Bantha blue butter sandwich cookies. These look a bit like macaroons. They look like they're going to taste so good. I wonder if you get to make the blue milk. When a bantha gives blue milk, you get blue butter. These rich cookies are filled with ice cream. step-by-step guide so you really wouldn't get stuck, because I like when it shows you pictures because it's easier to understand what you have to do. So now we have what was depicted on the front cover, some TIE fighters. TIE fighter ice cream sandwiches. So is this just a little blob of ice cream in the middle here? Possibly. I think I would try and make these because they look pretty simple, but they still look like they would be really tasty too. Again, a little step by step. Mind trick cookies, that's a bit of a reach. Just as Rey performed a Jedi mind trick to free herself on the Starkiller base, you can fool your friends and family with these snowy white cookies. Convince them that they're coconut, even though they're also chocolate. Surely if you're convincing them that they're coconut when they actually are coconut, that's not really a trick. Wonton Tundra treats. Oh, these look so good. I bet they're like really crunchy, like crispy. No Tauntaun or any other tundra dwelling creature, human or otherwise, will be able to resist these crispy pastry purses filled with chocolate hazelnut spread and banana slices. Oh my goodness. I will definitely make these. I wish I could like display them as well as they have in the little like bags. Sugar cookie cutouts with Princess Leia's royal icing. They're very cute. Oh, look at R2-D2 and Chewie. Green worlds. Oh, I like. I say I like the frozen world, the frozen planets, but I think I just love all of them in their own separate way. It's a bit like the seasons. By the time one season is over, you're ready for the next. Even if you have a favorite, it's like at the end of the winter, you're ready to see the spring. And I guess in this case, the green worlds would be the spring. Wicked moon pies. What is a moon pie? Is that American? I think I've heard it, but I've never had one. They look like macaroons. Chocolate dipped cinnamon graham sandwich cookies. Oh, it's like a small kind of thing, I guess. I don't know, they look really good. Oh, this looks... I am a huge fan of like Swiss roll and Yule log and things like that. I really love them. This looks like pistachio. I wonder what... Oh, it's matcha. Never mind. I'm not actually a fan of matcha, but if that was pistachio, that would be amazing. Decorated. Oh, you even get to make the little meringue mushrooms and candy ferns. They're the candy ferns. That's just scenery. You don't make these. Oh, that's funny. I mean, maybe I could just swap out the matcha for pistachio. What do you think? It's actually made with cream cheese. Oh my goodness. There's a little thing at Disneyland Paris in Toad Hall. I think it's called a roulade, and it's red velvet cake, like swirled, mixed with the cream cheese in the middle. And I had that once last time I went, and it was one of the nicest Disney desserts that I've ever had. So I wonder if it's kind of somewhat similar to that. That looks so nice. Even though my brain knows it's matcha, it looks a little bit like avocado. tasty snack will satisfy most cravings. All peanut butter chips, milk chocolate chips, butter, salt, peanut butter. Oh, this sounds, yeah. Oh no, wait, that's not the sign, is it? That means it's quick. So, okay, so it can't be too decadent then. I don't know, all that peanut butter sounds fattening. Sounds perfect for me. That would be good to watch one of the Star Wars movies with a bowl full of lobcat kibble. How would we pronounce this? Falampasset. Cheese stuffed sandwich. Why do these all look tasty? I must be hungry. Keshian spice bread. Or is this like a marble loaf? I tried that for the first time last year and I was just blown away. It was like cake mixed with like normal, like Victoria sponge cake mixed with like chocolate cake. And it was so good. I haven't been able to find it since though. Okay, we are on to cities and space stations. Cloud City marshmallows. Wow, how impressive do they look? I wonder how you get that marble effect. They'd be a great thing to put out in the winter because they look very wintry. So marshmallows and then marshmallow dust. Yep, that's gonna definitely be one that I try. They look really nice. That's how you do the marbling effect. Little drops of food colouring swirled in. Wow, I could so badly eat that right now. They even show you how to make the serving platter just using like your plates and bowls and a cake stand. Wow, although you do have to glue them together. Maybe not. Maybe if you have spare plates. Coruscant croissants. Send me order, they look huge. They look like giant croissants. What makes these different? Filled with a cocoa cinnamon spiral. Nice. This seems like it may be a little bit too much prep work for me. Total time 6 hours 15 minutes. I guess that means you leave the dough to set. They're actually mini croissants, but that picture makes it look huge. Imperial Devil's Food brownies. Oh yes, definitely. I love a brownie. Just the texture of brownies is just oh. And funnily enough, I've never actually made my own brownies before. I always just have them from other people that have made them. So this might be the time to start. This is honestly making me so hungry right now. Swamp, volcano, and mineral worlds. Okay. Sweet and salted caramel grate cupcakes. Oh, they're like red velvet. But then what's the buttercream? Caramel cream cheese. Oh my goodness. These look amazing. See, this is the type of recipe that I would look up anyway, regardless of it being in a Star Wars themed book. I mean, it doesn't look Star Wars themed at all, but the fact that everything's in one place makes it nice. Like, plus the book looks really good on display in the kitchen too. Makes it obvious for anyone who comes in that this is a geeky household. Mustafarian molten lava cakes. Oh look, it's a dark side recipe, so you know it's gonna be tasty. Make some fiery fun with these red velvet cakes that release a delicious cream cheese filling. They do like the cream cheese. When pierced with a spoon. Tell me that does not look like cream cheese, that looks like toffee. But I believe them. If they say it's cream cheese, then it's cream cheese. Swamp vines. Oh, these look cute. They look a little bit like nest cakes that you make at Easter with like shredded wheat. One bite of these crispy chocolate butterscotch no-bake treats and you'll fight off a vine snake for another. I love butterscotch. It's only got a handful of ingredients too. This looks super easy. Definitely be making those. Yoda's fruit leaf rolls. Oh, savoury again. Dip these soft, fluffy rolls into a bowl of fruit leaf stew. Maybe I should bring you guys along with me when I make one of the recipes. I'll have to get some kind of way of, because I don't edit, I'll have to find a really quick recipe to do, maybe. Dagobah bog pie. Again, that looks, all of the things are kind of similar in nature. Like there's a lot of similarities. It's a lot of meringue, cream cheese, chocolate. I love it. That's not a criticism, by the way.